Artificial intelligence is not a gimmick anymore. If you aren't leaning on it in your workflow, you're making your life harder than it needs to be. As someone who edits video for a living, I've stopped doing a lot of the tedious stuff myself. The trimming, the silence cuts, the captioning. And instead, I let tools take care of the boring parts so I can focus on storytelling. Today I want to walk you through 4 AI tools I actually use all the time, show you what they're great at and where they fall short, and then explain why Vizard becomes the thing I reach for when I want to scale short-form content without losing my mind. First up, Gling. I really like Gling for talking head and interview-style footage. Throw it a raw file and it'll spit out a rough edit. Pull bad takes, trim pauses and ums, hide jump cuts with subtle zooms, and even auto-generate captions. It's wicked simple. Drag your clip in, paste a script if you have one for a cleaner transcript, click what you want it to do, and hit go. In a minute or two, you've got an edited clip, a full transcript you can tweak, and a timeline to preview everything. What Gling does best is save you the manual, mechanical work that eats up hours. That said, Gling is optimized for that first pass. If you want to color grade, replace audio, or add complex B-roll sequences, you'll likely export an XML and finish in Final Cut or Premiere. Also, their auto B-roll suggestions can be hit or miss depending on your niche. So yeah, Gling is awesome for speed and getting to a sensible rough cut, but it's not a full published pipeline for multi-platform distribution or scheduled posting. That's where other tools come in. Next, Artlist. I originally used Artlist for music and SF. The library is solid and the licensing is straightforward, but they've been expanding into AI voiceovers and creative assist tools, and that's been surprisingly powerful. Their voice generator now supports multiple languages and accents, and the results are polished enough to run in promos or social ads. The cool trick I love is the artboard idea. Generate a voiceover, then click an icon, and Artlist will suggest music, stock clips, and effects that pair well with your script. It's like a mini creative director that saves the hours you'd spend hunting for the right mood track. Limitations. Artlist's voice engine is great for clean, produced pieces, but it's still a separate step. It doesn't automatically slot voiceovers into your edit or schedule posts across socials. It's a brilliant creative asset toolbox, but not a one-stop distribution or repurposing machine. Third, audio. Auphonic. If you've ever uploaded content with inconsistent levels, dialogue that's too soft, music that drowns the speaker, or weird peaks, this one will change your life. Auphonic is an AI audio mastering service that normalizes loudness, removes noise, and handles ducking between voice and music. My workflow is usually export separate audio roles from Final Cut and dialogue, music, SFX as individual files, upload them to Auphonic as a multi-track production, and mark dialogue as foreground and music SFX as background. Set your loudness target to 16 LOFs, this is the sweet spot for most online platforms, and a true peak around 1.5 dB, then let it do its thing. The output is a clean mastered stem you can import back into your timeline. It's magical for making episodes consistent and publish ready. Downsides. It's an extra export-import step, and you still need to manage media across apps. Auphonic won't create clips for you or post them. It just makes your audio sound pro. Fourth, Opus Clip. If your goal is to turn long videos into vertical, short-form clips fast, Opus Clip is excellent. Upload a full episode or paste a YouTube link. Pick the clip type. I usually choose things like product review or emotional moment. Set a target clip length, 30 to 60 seconds for shorts, and let it find highlights. It spits out multiple vertical edits with captions, suggested titles, and short descriptions. Often the edits are ready to post with minimal tweaks. Where Opus Clip struggles is scale and scheduling. It's great for one-off repurposing sessions. But if you're trying to maintain a steady posting cadence across multiple platforms, you'll find yourself hopping between tools to schedule and track what's gone live. Also, exporting to Final Cut isn't supported in all cases. So if your finishing workflow is FCP heavy, you'll have an extra conversion step. So you've seen the strengths. Gling speeds up rough edits, Artlist gives you top-tier assets and voiceovers, Auphonic makes audio sound pro, and Opus Clip gets you short verticals fast. And these tests, individually, they're all powerful. The annoying thing is they each solve only part of the problem. If you're a creator who wants more reach without adding complexity, you want something that connects those dots. And that's the sweet spot where Vizard shines. Let me be real about what Vizard does and why I use it alongside and sometimes instead of the other tools. Vizard's 3 core things are auto-editing, viral clips, auto-schedule, and the content calendar. Put simply, it automatically finds the best parts of a long video and turns them into ready-to-post clips, queues them up according to a posting cadence you set, and gives you one dashboard to manage everything. No exporting a dozen XMLs, no manual upload to 10 platforms, no spreadsheet to figure out what's going live when. Here's how I actually use everything together in a week. First pass. I'll often run the raw interview through Gling for a quick cleanup. Remove long silences, cut out obvious flubs, add a transcript. That gets me to a tidy long-form master quickly. Audio polish. exports the dialogue/music SFX roles, and drop them into Auphonic for mastering. Download the finalized audio stems and relink them in my edit. Now the episode sounds consistent and punchy. Asset generation. If I need a voiceover or quick music ideas for a promo, I'll check Artlist. Sometimes I use their voice generator for trailers or ad variants, and their artboard suggestions save hours on music and B-roll mood matching. Finally, Vizard. Upload the cleaned long-form file and let Vizard detect highlights. It doesn't just chop out arbitrary moments, it prioritizes viral moments, energetic spikes, and contextually strong sound bites. You can customize clip lengths, thumbnail styles, and captioning templates. Once you like a batch, set the auto-schedule frequency, e.g., 3 shorts per week, and Vizard cues and post them according to your plan. The content calendar shows everything in one place, so you can tweak publish times, swap clips, or add custom captions for different platforms. Why this matters? Opus Clip might give you a quick vertical now and then, but Vizard is built for consistent repurposing and distribution. Gling and Auphonic give you quality on the front and back ends. Artlist helps with voice and mood. Vizard handles the scale and rhythm of posting, which is what turns a few clips into sustained reach. A couple of practical tips I picked up using these tools together. Keep your loudness standards consistent. I always aim for 16 LUFs for online content. It keeps voice levels steady across platforms and avoids sudden volume jumps. True peak at 1.5 dB is a safe ceiling. Do this in Auphonic or your mastering chain. Use transcripts early. Dropping a script or transcript into Gling or Vizard will dramatically improve clip selection and caption accuracy. It also helps when you need to search for moments quickly. Don't ignore thumbnails and titles. Auto tools can give you a lot, but a hand-tweaked thumbnail and a slightly punchier title can make a big difference in CTR. Vizard's templates are helpful. Just tweak them to match your brand voice. Set a realistic posting frequency and let automation handle it. If you try to do everything manually, you'll burn out. Even posting 2-3 short clips a week consistently will massively outperform sporadic blasting. Let's also be honest about limitations. Tools like Gling, Artlist, Auphonic, and Opus Clip are brilliant at what they do, but they require stitching together a workflow. Some creators will prefer single-feature excellence, and they should use whatever makes sense. But if you want a pipeline that ranges from long-form, short-form, scheduled distribution, Vizard removes a ton of friction. It doesn't totally replace the need for a solid, long-form edit or pro audio work, but it automates the heavy lifting of repurposing and keeps your content calendar full without babysitting. If you're still doing everything by hand, clipping, formatting for social specs, captioning, scheduling, try this. Pick a single long episode, run it through the quick edit and cleanup Gling, master the audio, Auphonic, grab any voiceover or music from Artlist if needed, then put it into Vizard and set a 2-week auto schedule at 3 posts a week. Compare the time you spent versus the reach you get in 2 weeks. I'll bet your output goes up and your stress goes down. At the end of the day, AI is about taking repetitive work off your plate so you can do the creative stuff. Use the right tool for the right job. Gling for fast, rough edits, Artlist for assets and voiceovers, Auphonic for audio mastering, Opus Clip for a quick one-off vertical, and Vizard when you want to scale short-form content consistently and manage everything from a single calendar. Try mixing them together in a workflow that suits you. You'll get faster, more consistent content, and more time to focus on the one thing that actually matters, telling better stories. Give these a spin and see which combo fits your process. If you're posting regularly, Vizard is the one that often ends up being the MVP because it makes repurposing repeatable and predictable. Thanks for hanging out with me. Go make something great, and I'll see you on the next one.